I am Will Scott. Welcome into Dolphins Today. And much like last week, an upright deciding the game. Last week, the right upright was in the Dolphins' favor, winning 26-24 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This week, the left upright not in the Dolphins' favor as they fall to the Raiders 15-13 in their second preseason game. Jason Sanders had the opportunity with a minute and a half left in the game to give the Dolphins a 16-15 lead. A 46-yard field goal went off the left upright. The Raiders picked up a first down right after that. They kneeled to close this game out 15-13. Las Vegas improving to 3-0 in the NFL preseason. I expected this coming in to be more of a defensive game. We obviously saw some points last week, but I just had the feeling that this was going to be more of a defensive battle. When you look at the two teams, they both have pretty solid defenses. But here's the thing that I'm looking at, right? It was 4th and 1 from the Raiders' 29-yard line, and Mike McDaniel decided to kick it instead of go for it. Granted, Jason Sanders has been fantastic the entire preseason. Coming in to that kick, he was 6 for 6 on field goals in the preseason. I understand why he decided to kick the ball, but it's the preseason. Your rookie quarterback, Skylar Thompson, and your rookie wide receiver, Erik Ezukanma, are looking unstoppable. Go for it. Grow a pair. Go for it. It's the preseason. What would you have done? Type G for go for it, or type K for kick. Go down. It is the pinned comment on today's video. Reply to it when you get a second. I would have gone for it. I think Mike McDaniel made his first mistake as being head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Luckily, it was just the preseason, right? That's a lesson learned, though. I would have liked to have gone for it there on 4th and 1. Continue to let Skylar and Eazy-E operate. Continue to lead the team down the field. I 100% would have gone for it. Now, Jason Sanders, he missed the potential game-winning field goal. He was 6 for 6 on field goals coming in, 4 for 4 last week against Tampa Bay. He was 2 for 2 tonight. In fact, he made a 57-yard field goal earlier tonight. So it felt like a 46-yarder was going to be easy money for him. Unfortunately, it went off the left upright. It was hooking right to left, banged off the left upright, and it hit the ground, and the Dolphins lost the game. So Sanders obviously had a disappointing season last year. I have been very pleased with what I've seen from him in the first 2 weeks of the preseason, but when it mattered most, he could not come through for the Miami Dolphins. He missed the potential game-winning field goal that would have put the Dolphins ahead with about 90 seconds left. But let's focus on the positives, right? Skylar Thompson looked absolutely fantastic again. And you saw a shift from when Teddy was the quarterback and when Skylar was the quarterback. The offense was not in sync. The offense was not operating smoothly with Teddy Bridgewater under center. Then you bring in a rookie 7th-round pick out of Kansas State, Skylar Thompson. He looks fantastic. 9 of 10, 129 yards, a touchdown. And the theme with Skylar has been his decision-making. He has made very good decisions. He has not turned the ball over in camp very much. He has really looked good in preseason games as well. Looked very consistent tonight, completing 9 of 10 passes. But the biggest winner, I think, in this football game was Erik Ezukanma. 6 receptions, 114 yards. This was his coming out party. We heard all about him in camp, how good he was looking in camp, but he was pretty quiet last week against Tampa Bay. Just 2 receptions. Both of those receptions were in the fourth quarter. So just 2 receptions for 18 yards in his NFL preseason debut. And he comes out and he explodes tonight. 6 receptions for 114 yards. And he was Skylar's go-to target. When Skylar was leading the Dolphins down the field, more often than not, he was looking for Eazy-E, Erik Ezukanma. He's my MVP. Who is your MVP of this game? Go down in the comments section. Chime in. Who was the MVP for the Dolphins in your mind? Chime in. Go down. Let me know. Curious to hear what you think. While you're down there, subscribe because we're bringing you Dolphins news, Dolphins rumors all year long. A lot of Dolphins channels are just now coming back because the season is on the horizon. But we have been bringing you guys nonstop Dolphins content. Go and subscribe to the channel if you're all about the Fins. Again, the Fins losing 15-13. For the Raiders, we saw a backup quarterback competition between Jarrett Stidham and Nick Mullins. Both of those guys looked decent. Stidham was 7 of 10 for 80 yards. Britton Brown was a problem stopping him. 9 carries, 70 yards. And then Horsted, 3 receptions, 53 yards for him. Dolphins defense looked okay. The secondary did not look good in the first half. The defensive line, though, looked very, very good in the first half. Not so much in the second half. Aldo Maragora had the clutchest super chat of the night. He sent this right before the Jason Sanders missed field goal. He was clutch. Sanders was not. Here's what he said. What do we need to do for the Dolphins front office to stop fooling around, being stubborn, and sign a real center? So, Aldo, that's a great question. Connor Williams looked better than expected tonight. But when you're a center, you got to have a good snap 99 times out of 100. Connor Williams had 2 bad snaps tonight in 7 tries, at least shotgun snaps. So he was 5 for 7. Michael Dieter looked atrocious on that final drive. Dieter had a snap that was bobbled. It was a bad exchange, center-quarterback exchange. Then he had one he just threw completely on the ground. It was an 8-yard loss. So Dieter did not look good tonight after looking pretty good last week in limited action. But Dieter's a problem. Sign Jake Lucina. Bring him to Miami, or even better, hashtag JC to Miami. Matthew Hasselhorst, Super Chat. Appreciate it, man. A touchdown, better completion percentage, and more yards over Tua. I'm assuming that you mean Skylar Thompson. Look, Tua only had 2 drives. He was under duress. There was no offensive line help. Let's not get this distracted from that crazy finish. Let's not forget how bad the offensive line was, right? Let's not let the crazy finish distract that, because the offensive line was horrendous all night long. The offensive line was terrible. And it's a massive problem. You have no depth on the offensive line. You have to go out and sign some offensive linemen. Tua cannot be running for his life all season long. Brandon Woodington, how is Igbo played? Next cut. Igbo got beat a few times tonight. He looked better than he did last week, but I'm not very high on Igbo. Mac Alexander, he gave up one big play, but then had a pass breakup, so he looked okay. Keon Crossan looked pretty good. Kader Kohu looked really, really good. And, you know, when you're looking at that roster situation, I mean, Kader Kohu was an undrafted free agent out of Division II Texas A&M Commerce. So is he going to make the team over a former first-round pick? I don't know, but I know that Igbenogany is not one of the 6 best corners on this team, and they're probably going to carry 6. Daniel D., my guy, says, I'll save you the trouble, Will. Losers, Noah, Dieter, Teddy, Sanders, Larnell Coleman. There you have it. Winners, Sky High and Easy E. Daniel, you just want to write my next show? Do you want to write the winners and losers show? Because you're absolutely right. Offensive line, in general, was a loser tonight. The offensive line was brutal. Teddy Bridgewater did not look good. Skylar and Easy E looked phenomenal. You're going to be looking phenomenal with your bets, though, if you bet on the Dolphins throughout the season at BetUS. Promo code Dolphins125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/bet. Go and take advantage of that deal we're giving you here on Dolphins Today. Henry James, should we trade Teddy for Jimmy G? No, Jimmy G should not be coming to Miami. I understand the Dolphins have been linked to him a little bit. But at the same time, if Jimmy G, wherever he gets traded, the expectation is he's going to compete for the starting job there. Tua is the guy this year. I hope Tua is the guy for the foreseeable future. Trading for Teddy Bridgewater is not a good idea. But if you feel good about Sky, maybe trade Teddy and let Sky be QB2. Milio Davis, should Tua be scared of Sky? Not right now. Not right now. But if Tua struggles in the regular season, and let's say they trade Teddy and Sky becomes QB2, then yeah. But no, not right now. Tua does not need to be scared of the third-string quarterback right now. John Ruiz, Will, how did Austin Jackson do? Limited action, but the offensive line in general did not look good. I'm curious to see what AJ's PFF grade was. He had the highest PFF grade amongst all the offensive linemen last week, but it still wasn't that great of a grade, 68.6. Jason, hashtag Dolphins. Appreciate the comment, Jason. Need offensive line in order to win. In the NFL, we don't have one. Right. Our offensive line is atrocious right now. Like, you can get me and producer Jack Lotteray out there. We might have blocked better than Larnell Coleman did tonight. I mean, it was brutal. Teddy was under heavy pressure, and I understand that safety gave up the intentional grounding in the end zone, not great. But that was not his fault. He had no time. The offensive line was terrible all night long. It was bad with Tua. It was especially bad with Teddy. Kirk LaPlante. Coaching needs to get better also. Look, it's preseason. You got a rookie head coach. I love Mike McDaniel. I think he's the next big thing. but he should have gone for it. He should have gone for it on 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1. I get it. Sanders has been automatic all preseason, but it's the preseason. Go for it. Skylar and Eazy were automatic. They were in sync. Johan says, does Miami have strongest QB depth after this game? We have a lot of depth at quarterback. I mean, Teddy's a solid backup. Skylar's exceeded expectations, man. I mean, Skylar might be the best third-string quarterback in the league. That's not even much of an exaggeration. I mean, Skylar has been absolutely phenomenal. So, yeah, they have some depth at quarterback, which is good. You need that. Carter Reimer. The Dolphins receive Roquan Smith in a 6th. Bears receive Jerome Baker, Preston Williams in a 3rd. There's no shot I'm trading Jerome Baker, even if it means getting Roquan. I really like Jerome Baker. Now, there's some interesting Twitter activity by Jerome Baker earlier this week that he was like, I don't know, it's like weird. It was like he got traded or something. That's what Dolphins Twitter was speculating. The Dolphins receive Roquan Smith in a 6th. Bears receive Jerome Baker. Yeah. You're not far off there, but I don't know if I would do it. You need offensive line help more than you need Roquan Smith. David Storm, Skylar, just win the backup quarterback job. You know, that question earlier about Tua being nervous, Teddy should be nervous. Teddy should be very, very nervous about Skylar Thompson. He should be. Ed, who is your wide receiver 4 and wide receiver 5 after this game? So in my roster projection video that dropped a few days ago, I had Scherf 4, Easy E5. That is switched. Erik Ezukanma, wide receiver 4, and then you have Sherfield, wide receiver 5. I still have Lynn Bowden at 6, but Preston Williams looked pretty good. 3 receptions in the 4th quarter. Grade the Dolphins' performance tonight. Go down in the comments section. Type A, B, C, D, or F.